race. Let's go with Peter.
12 fences to jump this time, and as Richard said, they're sure to go gallop now. Sabanderbois over on the left of the picture as we see them. That's Private Views, who's lined up on the inner towards the right with Panto Prince next to him. The starter up on his rostrum, under orders, and they're away. Away first time. Private Views just ducked a little bit at the start. And over on the right, it's Panto Prince, who lands in the lead from Sabanderbois. Almost up with him now, then Barnbrook Again and Impertain. Pearly Man and Ida's Delight on the far side, then Waterloo Boy. Sabanderbois landed in the lead there. Feroda is the back marker. Sabanderbois with his white face, ridden by Peter Scudamore in his familiar trailblazing position now from Panto Prince. Then Impertain and Barnbrook Again and Ida's Delight, and Private Views making his way back into contention right over on the far side there, and sneaking up on the inside of Panto Prince to take it up, in fact. Private Views going on now from Sabanderbois over the third. Oh my goodness, he nearly misjudged that. He was very, very clever, just putting himself right, Private Views, at the last stride. And he goes on by 2 lengths now from Sabanderbois. Panto Prince on the inside, then Impertain, and behind Impertain, Barnbrook Again and Ida's Delight on the inner, and then Pearly Man as they race over the 4th now. And all safely over it with Feroda jumping rather deliberately in rear at the moment as they run down towards the next at a blistering pace. And Private Views, just for a moment, he just wondered whether he was going to continue in the race, and he got some encouragement from Kevin Mooney to do so. Sabanderbois has taken over from him, though, just as they jump the 5th. Sabanderbois goes on from Private Views, and Barnbrook Again travelling well towards the outside. Impertain up there, Waterloo Boy also, Panto Prince on the inner, then Ida's Delight and Pearly Man and Feroda as they jump the water and make towards the first of the ditches now. Sabanderbois from Impertain on the far side. Impertain and Sabanderbois together. Bad mistake by Private Views, virtually puts him out of the contest as they come to another plain one. The 8th, Impertain, going a very fast gallop on the outside of Sabanderbois as they swing left-handed now towards the final ditch, and Barnbrook Again is 4th on the outside as Waterloo Boy is 3rd as they come to the final ditch. Sabanderbois in the lead from Impertain. Barnbrook Again, mistake there by Impertain, he drops back to 4th. Pearly Man moves into his position into 4th now, and it's Sabanderbois from Barnbrook Again in 2nd. 3rd is Waterloo Boy, and 4 is Pearly Man. So 2 previous Queen Mother Champion Chase winners in the first 4 at the moment. Barnbrook Again and Pearly Man in 2nd and 4th, with Sabanderbois the leader from Barnbrook Again. Pearly Man is moving into 3rd now, 3 out. Waterloo Boy on the inside. Feroda's getting into contention now, moving into 5th as they jump this one. Barnbrook Again and Sabanderbois from Waterloo Boy, who goes 3rd. Mistake by Pearly Man, and I think he's going to be pulled up. Pearly Man looks as though he's going to be pulled up by Tom Morgan. Yes, he's been pulled up. Barnbrook Again now, 2 out. Barnbrook Again from Sabanderbois. Waterloo Boy is 3rd. 4 is Feroda, racing round the home turn now with 1 fence left to jump in the Queen Mother Champion Chase, and it's Barnbrook Again, the 1989 winner from Sabanderbois on the far side, and Waterloo Boy producing a tremendous run towards the near side to come and challenge Barnbrook Again, in fact to take it up at the last. Waterloo Boy jumps the last in the lead from Barnbrook Again. It's these 2 now fighting it out as they race up towards the line. Barnbrook Again on the far side, on the near side Waterloo Boy. Barnbrook Again is forging ahead again. Barnbrook Again, it is from Waterloo Boy. Barnbrook Again is going to win it at the line. Barnbrook Again has won the Queen Mother Champion Chase. Waterloo Boy is 2nd. Feroda's got up to be 3rd. Ahead of Sabanderbois. 4, 5 out is Delight. 6 Panto Prince. 7 was Private Views. And so the result of the 1990 Queen Mother Champion Chase. First, number 1, Barnbrook Again, owned by Mr. Mel Davies, trained by David Ellsworth and written by Hywel Davies, who goes to the top of the Ritz Club Charity Trophy, having won the last yesterday. 2nd is number 9, Waterloo Boy, owned by Mr. M.R. Dealey, trained by David Nicholson and written by Richard Dunwoody. And 3rd was number 2, Feroda, owned by Mr. N. McCarthy, trained by Arthur Moore and written by Tom Taft. 4th was number 8, Sabandouloir, and so Barnbrook Again completes a famous double, and Hywel Davies salutes the crowd as Pearly Man is led in after being pulled up by Tom Morgan. Pearly Man, the winner, of course, in 1987 and 88. But a tremendously gutsy performance by this son of Nebbiolo out of single line, bred at the Ennistown Stud in Ireland. Headed going to the last, but fought his way back in a memorable climax to this great race.
What an incredible race it was. They went like stink right from the outset, as you'd expect. We pick it up here with, on the right of the picture, Sabandouloir, who'd made that running. Although early on, of course, Private Views went over the first few like a scalded cat, but then got up to his tricks. Sad sight there to see Tom Morgan pulling up Pearly Man. Obviously, you could see his stride fairly shortened there. So lame, but let's hope it's not too bad. This is a tricky, tricky fence, and they're really motoring at it. Waterloo Boy was now starting to get in the picture and going well. Although Richard Dunwoody had just given him a reminder, so had Peter Scudamore gone for his stick at the same time, and that was on the inside on Sabandouloir. But Alfaroda's running on now. Look where he is, just back in fourth place, his tongue hanging out as it always does. He runs on to be third. Watch the jump here that both the leaders get. Brilliant. Sabandouloir shot his bolt. He's got no more to give. But here you would think, well, Richard Dunwoody was going to get it, but you can never count out Barnbrook Again at Cheltenham. He loves this hill. He fights, and Hywel Davies, riding for fellow Welshman Mel Davies, gets up here. Hywel had never ridden a winner at the festival until yesterday, and now in 2 days he'd had 2 winners. But they've 3 times to